Hi and welcome to another of Mrs. C's maths lessons. Right, welcome back. Here are the answers to your algebraic equations. I won't go through each one, I will just call out the answers, okay? So number 1, x equals 2. Number 2, x equals 4. Number 3, x equals 36. Number 4, x equals 1.5. Number 5, x equals 270. Number 6, x equals 0.17, 0.017. Number 7, x equals 2. Number 8, x equals 2/5. Number 9, x equals 30. And number 10, x equals 245. How did you do? I'm going to go through a few more like this and then add on another layer of difficulty. Remember to like, subscribe and turn on post notifications. So we are still on with algebra, just going a bit of a step further forward. This is lesson 18, okay? So the learning intention for today that you can put in your book is Algebra 2, okay? And what we're going to look at in this second lesson of algebra is how to express a problem in an algebraic, equation that includes algebra, an algebraic equation, and then solve, okay? So it is a missing number problem, but we're just extending that to actual problems that you can see on the board here, okay? Right, so let's crack on, eh? This is angles round a point. How many degrees are all the way round? If you were going to do a turn that went all the way round, you would turn 360 degrees, correct. Okay, so here we've got an angle of 150, 2x and x. How are we going to find out what 2x and x are? Let's write that problem in an algebraic equation, okay? So just write what you see and what you know. So you've got 150 degrees plus 2x plus x, and let's have that equal sign. Let's just move that up there. And let's have that equal sign. So this side of the equation is going to be equal to that side of the equation, and then we can get it solved, okay? So what does it equal? What do all those added together equal? I can hear you shouting at the television, 360 degrees, okay? So we now need to do some opposite operation, a bit of adding up to get that x on its own and discover what it is worth, okay? So, 2x plus x, let's look at that first of all. 2x, that's two lots of x, and x, that's one lot of x. So 2x plus x is how many x? 3x. And that's 3 lots of x, 3 times x, okay? So 150 degrees, add 3x equals 360 degrees. Agreed? That side of the equation is equal to that side of the equation. So let's break it down a little bit more and try and get everything away from that x so we can discover what it is. Okay, so 150 plus 3x equals 360. What do we do? What would happen if I took the 150 over the other side of the equation? Opposite operation. To discover what 3x is, we have 360. And we need to take it away, and take 150 away from it to discover what 3 lots of x is worth, okay? So 150 take away, 360 take away 150, 210, agreed? Okay, so 3x is 210. So we're back to where we were yesterday, really, or the other day. How do we work that out? That 3 times x is 210. How are we going to find out what x is? Opposite operation. So we need to divide 210 by 3. Oops. Let's write the right numbers on the board and then we'll be able to do it. 3's into 2 goes 0. You can see what this is going to be already. 3's into 21 goes 7. And then we hold the place value marker there with a 0. So x equals 70 degrees. Okay, we've taken everything away from that little x there to discover what it's worth. Okay, and if you added this into this equation now, 70 into there and 70 into there, it would be equal both sides. Brilliant. Right, let's go on to number 2. So we have, what kind of triangle is that? 2 equal sides, 2 equal angles. On one side it's slightly different. It's called an isosceles triangle. Hang on. And we know that the perimeter is 30 centimetres. So if we express this problem, because we need to work out what x is, if we express it in an algebraic equation, we will be able to solve it. So I'll do my working out up here, okay? So what do we know? Let's write what we know into an equation. 2x plus 2x plus 6 equals what? Perimeter all the way around, 30 centimetres. Okay, so let's get x on its own. That is the mission that we are now about to do. So 2 lots of x add 2 lots of x. So 2x add 2x is, agreed? Plus 6 equals 30. Okay, so 4x plus 6. So therefore, if we take that over to keep the equation balanced, you've got to do opposite operation. So 4x equals 30 minus 6. Agreed? Opposite operation. 30, so 4x therefore equals 24. Are you still with me? So 4 lots of x equal 24. What does 1 lot of x equal? 4 lots of x equal 24. X equals 6. Easy as pie. We can do this. Right, so that one's right. So we've got one more to do over here. Then I'm going to set you some similar equations and problems to do, and I'll give you the answers tomorrow. Right, let's have a look. This one. It is, I think it's a rectangle. It looks a little bit like a square, but I think it's a rectangle. We know that the area is 72 centimetres squared. So we therefore, how do you find the area of a square or a rectangle? You times that by that, don't you? Okay, to get that. So let's write that algebraic equation. So 8 times 3z equals 72. Let's put centimetres squared, okay? So we've written out what we know. Now we need to balance it out, okay? So 8 times 3z equals 72. So if we get 3z on its own, we need to take this over the other side. What is the opposite to timesing? Dividing. How many lots of 8 in 72? 9, yeah. So 8 into 72 go 9 times. So 3z equals what? 9, yeah. Opposite operation. The equation is still balanced. So 3 lots of z equal 9. So z therefore equals what? How many lots of 3 in 9? 3. Absolutely storming this. Right, I'm going to set some and then we will come back with the answers tomorrow. So here we are with today's problems, okay? A bunch of 7 problems. You need to get those letters, whether they be A, P, C, on their own and find out what their value is. You do this by expressing the problem in an algebraic equation, okay? You know how to work these out. Write out the equation, solve it. And remember to like, turn on post notifications and subscribe.